This week, the European Union removed the United States from its safe travel list, recommending that so-called non-essential American visitors, tourists, basically be vaccinated, tested, or quarantined. Well, in this morning's New York Times, our Dr. David Agus, along with former British Prime Minister Tony Blair and Oxford University vaccine expert Sir John Bell, lay out the case for a, quote, global data-driven system on vaccines to make international travel easier. Dr. Agus, a CBS News medical contributor, joins us now from L.A. Dr. Agus, good morning. So this is a global system to basically open up borders with mutual recognition of vaccines. Do I have it right?
Yeah, I mean, so we certainly need to do that, but it needs to go a step further in that not every vaccine works against every variant. And the data change all the time. You may have a vaccine that works now, but without a booster, you're not protected against getting a variant and potentially spreading a variant. So the QR code obviously is critical, as we see on the screen now, but the problem is that we need to start to look at the data in the real world with every vaccine. There are vaccines that are not approved in the United States that are being used across the globe. And so we need to look at them and say, hey, this vaccine is okay to come to the United States. You know, the state of the art now is this. I mean, this is my vaccine card. This is not high tech.
Yeah, but you know, the data will give us information about vaccine effectiveness, but comfort level in different countries of who they want to let in and what feels safe to them politically and otherwise, it's going to vary. So how do you get countries on the same page with this sort of uniform system?
Great question, Tony, is that we need to rise above nationalism here. And so there's a meeting of the G20, the largest economies of the world this week, and the health ministers. And what we're proposing is that it is a international standard. So every country agrees which are the vaccines that are working at the present time. And if you have these vaccines, you can go into countries with X sort of restrictions. Right now, it's changing all the time. It's confusing, and it's very political. I don't want a vaccine from Russia. I don't want a vaccine from China. They need to be data-driven.
You know, David, a lot of us feel that the vaccine is our superpower, but now that you can still get COVID even when you have the vaccine, what insurance do you have that even if you've gotten the vaccine, it's safe for you to travel?
You know, right now, you're right, is that there are breakthrough cases. Those breakthrough cases, I think, are still evident the vaccines work because you're not being hospitalized and getting seriously ill. But you certainly need testing together with vaccines in many places with Delta variant ongoing. And we're going to get ups and downs over the next year or so as new variants come. And with each of these, we have to look at every vaccine and saying, can the person with that vaccine get the virus and transmit the virus, or can't they? And the rules have to follow appropriately.
Yeah. And by the way, this comes back to jobs. About 1 in 10 jobs globally are tied to tourism, international travel, the movement of people and goods. Dr. David Agus with a possible solution. Thank you very much.